What's the moment that made you realize you were the only one still trying? My daughter's birthday cake sat untouched on the kitchen counter while I waited for any of the 32 people I'd invited to show up. The party was supposed to start at 2 o'clock. It was now 4:15. Lily was sitting on the couch in her new dress, watching the door with the kind of hope that made my chest physically hurt. I'd sent reminders the week before, the day before, and that morning. 28 people had confirmed they were coming. The other 4 had said maybe. My phone had been completely silent since noon. I told Lily that people were probably just running late, that traffic was bad, that something must have come up. She nodded and kept watching the door. By 5 o'clock, I started making excuses to myself. Maybe there was an accident on the highway. Maybe my texts hadn't gone through properly. Maybe everyone had the wrong date. I pulled up the group chat and scrolled through the confirmations one more time. The messages were all there, clear and specific. Saturday at 2, my address, a party for Lily's 8th birthday. I'd included a photo of the cake I was planning to order and a link to her Amazon wishlist. People had responded with heart emojis and exclamation points. One person had even said, "Wouldn't miss it for the world." I looked at that message for a long time, then looked at the empty living room full of decorations no one would see. The first response came at 5:30. My sister texted that she was sorry, something had come up with work. She'd try to swing by later. I asked what had come up since she worked from home as a freelance graphic designer. She didn't answer. My cousin sent a message saying his car wouldn't start, which was interesting since I'd seen him post an Instagram story from a restaurant 20 minutes earlier. My best friend from college, the one who'd stood next to me at my wedding, simply said he'd lost track of time and asked if we could reschedule. Like my daughter's birthday was a business meeting that could be moved to a more convenient slot in his calendar. Lily finally asked the question I'd been dreading. "Daddy, is anyone coming?" I knelt down in front of her and explained that sometimes adults have unexpected things happen, that it wasn't about her, that people loved her very much even if they couldn't make it today. She looked at me with those big brown eyes and said, "But you're here." I hugged her so she wouldn't see my face. She was right. I was there. I was always there. For every birthday, every school play, every soccer game, every nightmare at 3 in the morning. I was the one who showed up, and I'd spent years making excuses for people who couldn't be bothered to do the same. That night, after Lily went to bed with a slice of cake and a promise to have a bigger party next year, I sat down and wrote a list. Every birthday I'd attended for these people over the past decade, every favor I'd done, every time I'd dropped everything to help someone move or babysit or lend money I never got back. Then I made a second list of every time any of them had shown up for me without being asked. The second list had 4 entries. 2 of them were from my parents, who had passed away 3 years ago. The other 2 were from Lily's mother, before the divorce. I stared at those lists until 2 in the morning, finally understanding something I should have realized years ago. The next morning, I started making changes. I left the group chat without explanation. I declined the next 3 invitations I received, giving no reasons and no alternatives. When my sister called to ask why I hadn't responded to her request for help moving furniture, I told her I was busy. She asked doing what? I said spending time with my daughter. She got quiet and then asked if I was upset about the birthday party. I told her I wasn't upset. I was finished. She didn't understand. I didn't explain. Some things don't require an explanation. They just require a decision, and I'd finally made mine. 6 months later, Lily and I have a new routine. Saturdays are our days. We go to the park, the museum, the movies, wherever she wants. No group chats, no coordinating schedules, no waiting for people who won't show up. Last week, she asked if we could invite someone to the park with us. I asked who she had in mind. She said just us is perfect.